Welcome into the Mariners pregame show, joined by the newest Harwich Mariner, Patrick Foltz. Patrick, you got here last night. You got the Mariner jersey. You're starting tonight. How excited are you to be in the Cape Cod Baseball League?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting. Sunday afternoon, I got a call to come down here, and we made arrangements, and we were able to get in last night on quick notice, so I'm really excited.
What can the Mariner fans expect to see out of your game night in and night out?
I think I'm going to bounce around position-wise. I think DHing tonight, might play some infield, might do some catching if we're feeling frisky. So lefty bat, mostly power in the gaps. So yeah, hopefully get some extra base hits and play some solid defense.
Coming off an unbelievable college year at Wright State. Now you're joining a Mariner team in the final week of the regular season. They've won 8 of their last 10 games. Have you heard a little bit about this win streak, and does that excite you?
Yeah, I have heard a little bit about it. Yeah, try not to mess it up.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see Patrick tonight as the DH. Join us on Cape League TV for the broadcast.
And now the starting lineup for the Harwich Mariners. Harwich is managed by Steve Engler. He is assisted by Mark Tebow, Jeff Phillips, Travis Turkin, Kyle Sylvester, Ryan Parker, Hunter Dilworth, and Jesse Woods. Leading off, the shortstop from Liberty, number 22, Tanner Marsh. Batting second, the center fielder from Wofford, number 4, Nico Reedy.
35 is upon us of the Cape Cod Baseball League summer, and we're here at White House Field. The Mariners play host to the Orleans Firebirds. That's Gino Antamarino. I'm Luke Brenneman. Gino, Harwich is 8-2 in their last 10. They've won 6 consecutive games. Most recently, a 6-2 win right here against YD on Sunday night. What'd you see in that game?
Good pitching, right? And that's what it's coming down to for the Mariners in this last stretch. And you talk to any of the players, regardless of how many runs they're scoring, they say it's all a matter of how we do on the mound. And against YD, it was Troy Dressler, 5 innings, just gave up 2 hits, no runs, and then you have Christian Rodriguez coming in and earning the save. So when you have those 2 types of performances, and then with obviously some relievers in between that can shut down other teams' offenses, you're going to get yourself a good games, good performances, and ultimately wins.
Let's take a peek at the Orleans Firebirds. They're one of the only teams in this league who have really had the better of the Harwich Mariners. In 4 attempts, Orleans has taken 3 wins. So tonight, the Mariners are coming off a 2-1 win the last time these 2 teams squared off. What's going to give tonight at home for the Mariners to at least take 2 of 5 this summer?
Well, Mariners got to be ready to go, right? It's Kelly Nicholson versus Steve Englert. I talked to Steve Englert after the 2-1 win last time out. I said, that's got to feel pretty good, Coach, right? First win against Kelly Nicholson this summer, and he said, it always feels good. So, there's a little bit more on the line. There's a little bit more than just 2 teams competing. These guys want to beat each other because it's 2 coaches that are familiar with each other, but it's also, like you talked about, in the standings, it's still pretty close. Orleans just a few points behind Harwich in the standings, so anything can happen. So the Mariners got to make sure they're getting a good start on the mound and scoring runs when they can and just protecting.
All right, you talked about things meaning more, and everybody turns to the postseason. This is the final week of the regular season, 6 consecutive games starting tonight. Harwich, clear-cut number 1 in the league right now with the best record. What do you want to see to extend not only the win streak, but also continue to peak at the right time and not slow down during the most important time of the season?
Well, it's going to need a complete buy-in from all the players, all the pitchers, and I think that's what we're getting. And I talked to some of the players. I talked to Adam Arthur. He said, listen, we've talked as a team. We are treating this like it's college ball, which is awesome to hear if you're a Mariner fan, because these guys are going out every night and they are wanting to win. They don't want to go home. They don't want to be anywhere else than right here on Cape Cod, and they want to bring home another championship. So if the Mariners want to keep up the success, that's the mentality they have to have, even in these kind of dog days of like the regular season's right there to being over. Playoffs are right there. We can taste it. We can smell it. We want to get there. We're in first. You got to finish the job. You got to finish out the regular season first before you can focus on the postseason. Just making sure that you have that momentum and that grit. The Mariners will be in good hands.
Well, tonight it's a battle of the two top teams in the most recent Cape Cod League power rankings. The Orleans Firebirds and the Harwich Mariners will be live on Cape League TV at 6:20.
The Harwich Mariners, Orleans Firebirds, Cape Cod Baseball League, and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at student athletes, coaches, or officials will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from White House Field. We ask parents to keep their children off of the roofs of the dugouts, away from the batting cages, and out of the bullpen areas. Please throw all trash in the barrels provided and recycle any aluminum cans in the special barrels located around White House Field. We also ask that all fans seated on the vertical along the first and third baseline will wear a foul ball that may be concealing flag. Cameras and video cameras are permitted inside White House Field for personal photos, but cannot be used to reproduce the game, players, or on-field events without the express written consent of the Harwich Mariners and the Cape Cod Baseball League. Use of picture or video equipment must not interfere with other fans' enjoyment of the game. Also, please refrain from any flash photography while the game is in progress. Thank you. Leading off for the Firebirds, the designated hitter from Tennessee, number 11, Tyler Myatt.
Consistent. They look to make the postseason with a couple more wins. The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Let's go back to Maddox Maloney and Shintaro Inouye, because those are two guys that are going to be big parts of this lineup, or were big parts of this lineup, I should say. But obviously Maddox Maloney, you talk to anybody who played with him this summer, and they say, man, this guy he's going to get drafted, and he's going to be one of the top ones.
Here's the 1-2. A little bit down and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Absolutely, and Inouye has done so much for this team as well. He had the highest on-base percentage. He drew the most walks and made some excellent plays over there at second base.
Yeah. Called him Silky Shinny.
2-2 pitch. Slashed the other way into left and through for a base hit. Myatt gets the party started in Harwich, a leadoff hit, and that brings up Alejandro Garza.
But fortunately for the Mariners, it's not just them that are dealing with key departures. I mean, take Orleans, for example. I mean, Michael O'Shaughnessy, yes, it's not a recent cut, you can say, to the roster, but this, Orleans is dealing with their losses of their own, and so every team on the Cape's got to deal with it at summer ball, and it's all about how you can have people step up.
Here's Alejandro Garza. First offering. A little bit too high with the fastball, 1-0. You're right, Gino, that is the beauty and sometimes unfortunate situations that this league and teams find themselves in. Star players leaving, injuries are a part of the game as well. The 1-0. Just off the outside edge, 2 balls and no strikes. And you can have guys like Maloney and Shinny. We've seen it with others who have already departed from Harwich, who every time they were on the field, they were productive. They deserved to be here. They performed here. But when they call it a summer, that's it. The 2-0 is popped up foul in the other direction. 2 balls and 1 strike.
We talked to several of the managers here on the Cape, and that's something that they have noted as the biggest adjustment in terms of how they learn to coach here on the Cape and in any summer ball league, because it's something you have to deal with.
The 2-1. Ground ball left side off 1 hop. Kennedy has it to second, took for 1. The throw to first in time. The Mariners turn 2. And after a leadoff base hit, Myatt is erased off the bases. 2 outs and nobody on for Anthony Potestio.
But as you can see, I mean, this Mariners team, going back to Maddox Maloney and Shintaro Inouye, 2 guys that were key parts of this infield. I mean, Harwich is very fortunate. They have guys, like you just saw Sam DiCarlo over there at second, D. Kennedy at third, that can make plays.
This infield has been special the entire summer, no matter who it was. First pitch outside to Potestio, 1-0. I mean, I look back to the Tyler Bell days. Kentucky shortstop that was here for about a week. Remember, Eric Becker was here for 2 weeks.
Right.
Both of those guys, Team USA, so they had to get out of the Cape. But they were awesome as well, especially defensively. The 1-0 clips the outside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike.
And speaking of good infields, I mean, nice double play by the Mariners, but you better expect Orleans, they can turn 2 with the best of them as well. I mean, Elijah Iquez, one of the top shortstops on the Cape. Alejandro Garza over at second.
1-1. Right down the middle. That's the changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Potestio. 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the first. The Cape League is back in action for the final week of the regular season. An off day yesterday league-wide. The 1-2. Slow roller towards second. Charging is DiCarlo. The sidearm throw in time. Gambardella faces the minimum in the top of the first. Scoreless. We head to the home half on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings, they're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory. The best support in.
Welcome back to Harwich. A fantastic night for baseball. Welcome into Cape League TV. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman. Our first look at the Orleans starter tonight, that's Ryan Oshinsky, the 6'3" right-hander out of Brown. And he'll be dealing with a red-hot Harwich lineup tonight. The longtime Cape League skipper Steve Englert goes to this lineup. Leading off and playing short is Tanner Marsh, batting second in center field, Nico Brini. Batting third and playing left, Aiden Robbins. 4, 5, and 6 sounds like this. Matt Conti behind the plate, Sam DiCarlo at second base, and D. Kennedy, the third baseman. The final three for Harwich, Jake Coonan in right field, Sam Harris at first base, and Patrick Fultz as the designated hitter making his Mariner debut. So plenty of things to look out for this time of year, but a new guy in town in Patrick Fultz. If you were tuned into our pregame show, I was able to chat with him. A very likable guy, comes from around Dayton, Ohio, plays his college ball at Wright State, and he can do it all. Has all the tools, can hit for power, gets on base. And the Mariners, they need his versatility down the stretch. Before Tanner Marsh digs in, let's take a peek at Oshinsky's numbers in the Cape. This is his 12th appearance, his first start. Has gone 17 1/3, struck out 25 batters and walked just 6 with a 2.60 ERA. So one of the better arms that the Mariners have seen this entire summer, but making his first start of the summer. Righty-righty matchup with Marsh. Work it from the stretch. The first pitch, right down the middle with the fastball, 0-1.
Last time the Mariners saw Oshinsky was not in the last meeting, but the meeting before that, a 7-2 win for Orleans. Oshinsky closed that game.
The 0-1 is down, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Went 2 innings, gave up no hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts.
He has had consistent swing and miss stuff this summer. The 1-1, too high. A really good take from Marsh. He gets ahead as the leadoff man. Marsh this summer hitting .313 for average. Knocked in 7 runs, but his job has just been getting on base and setting the tone. He's been one of the best in the entire league at doing that. The 2-1, fly ball foul. That evens the count. Look at the way these two teams stack up. We talked about Orleans winning 3 of the first 4 matchups, so Harwich can't win the season series. This is the final hurrah against the Firebirds. And they're trying to just take 2 of 5, but
they'll take the last laugh, though.
Absolutely. They're well on their way to taking the East if they keep playing like this. 2-2. Just off the outside corner. The count runs full.
That's what makes Marsh such a good one-spot hitter is his eye. Not only can he put the ball anywhere in the outfield, but his takes are just incredible.
Marvick Gomez behind the plate calling balls and strikes tonight. The payoff pitch. Swinging a foul down the right field line. Marsh making Oshinsky work. That's what you want, especially for a guy who's appeared 11 times and pitched just 17 innings this summer. We know Kelly Nicholson. Long-time Cape manager, his 20th summer on the Cape. And he likes to use a ton of different arms. 3-2. Too tall, ball 4, and the leadoff man, Marsh, takes first base. Just the 7th walk of the summer from Oshinsky. That tells you how good Marsh's eye is in that at-bat.
Number 4, Nico.
It's always tough for a starting pitcher to give up a walk to the first batter you faced, and it's not just a starting pitcher, but any pitcher. Anytime you come in and you walk the first batter, it's a mind game, right? So Tanner Marsh winning that battle, and we'll see if Nico Brini can keep it up.
Here's Brini. He made an unbelievable catch in center field on Sunday night against YD. Really coming into his own, has been around here this entire summer. First offering, Brini shows bunt, pulls it away. The back pick at first, a close one, but not in time. 1-0 the count to Nico. He's got his average all the way up to .295 on the summer. He's knocked in a baker's dozen. I mean, the evolution of Nico Brini is something that not just college coaches, Major League scouts should be seeing right now. The 1-0 is high, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, his average was all the way down to around 150. So the fact that, like you talked about, he's brought that up, I mean, just truly tells you how much he values his time here, and he just loves the game.
2-0 is right on the top portion of the strike zone. 2 balls and 1 strike. So the Mariners making Oshinsky find the zone. And so far, through just the second batter, he's battling right now. Runner on first, nobody out in the bottom of the first in Harwich. The 2-1, a swing and a miss on an awkward swing. 2 balls and 2 strikes. YD comes in, Orleans comes in on a 2-game winning streak. Last time out on Sunday, they dominated Falmouth 8-1. Their pitching has been right up there. The 2-2 up and in. The count runs full for the second consecutive batter. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Marsh at first. The Brown right-hander looks in, takes a deep breath and comes home. The 3-2 runner goes. Brini pops one up behind the plate. Marsh races back to first. Duggar rips off the mask and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. So Brini pops up in foul territory to the Orleans catcher for out number 1. That'll bring up Aiden Robbins.
Brini's done that a few times this summer. I would honestly say he's done it the most of any other Mariner. Just kind of pop-ups right behind home that the catcher gets to. But Brini's just right there, just catching a little bit too underneath it.
Here's Aiden Robbins, and those numbers speak for themselves. Just under 300 for average, leads this team with 6 long balls. Runner at first, 1 out. First offering, a pitch out. Marsh was not on the move, so Robbins takes the first pitch ball. Marsh this summer has only stolen 3 bases. You can tell that Orleans is a little bit worried about him over there at first. The 1-0. Low and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Oshinsky looks in, takes a peek at first, trying to find the zone against Robbins. The 2-0. Ground ball left side on 2 hops. Kucherak throws to second, throw to first in time.
That's what I said. They can turn 2 at the best of them as well.
Defense versus defense tonight. No score through 1 in Harwich. We'll be back for inning number 2 on Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Welcome back to Harwich. No score after the first inning in White House Field. Welcome you into Cape League TV as well. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman. Both teams go down in order in the first inning. Just about time for the top of the second. It's going to be Iquez, Duggar, and Bryce for the Firebirds. Gambardella, well, you could say he's already in form. And double play in the first inning. Pitching to contact is his game. Iquez digs in with a .287 average, 18 runs batted in, hit 4 balls over the wall. You talked about how fantastic he's been this summer.
Yeah, he's done it defensively and offensively. And, I mean, this Orleans infield, I mean, they are one of the best on the Cape.
Talked about the league-wide off day that everybody had yesterday and Monday. The second to last off day before the postseason. First offering downstairs, 1-0. But you start looking into the schedule a little bit, and we've mentioned on the broadcast how poor Harwich has been off and off day. For record, Gino, 0-6-2 on the summer. 1-0 is high, 2 balls and no strikes. Orleans hasn't been great either, just 2 wins in 8 games.
It's funny how that works out because, you talk about, we need an off day because we need a day to kind of reset.
2-0 lands.
But sometimes that can be a negative, as we've seen. But, the Mariners, I've talked to a few of them, and Bristol Carter said it best, and he said, to be honest with you, we'll take the off days.
2-1 is skied towards left. Robbins comes in a few steps, navigates the sun, and makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down in the top of the second.
Carter said, we'll take the off days, but to be honest with you, once we get into a rhythm, like the Mariners have been doing the last few weeks, because except for that 1 week early in July where there was a couple of off days 1 week, and then they also had a third off day because the game against Bourne got canceled. But other than that, the Mariners have been playing a lot of string of games together, and so it's been working out for them.
Duggar takes an off-speed pitch outside, 1-0.
Because once you get into that rhythm, it's pretty nice just to keep on moving.
I would also like to think that it has something to do with the way Steve Englert prepares this team as their manager. 1-0 swung on and missed. The count's even at 1-1. Where you see some of these teams pregame where guys are on their phone in the dugout, they're messing around, they show up with the speaker. Not that there's a right or wrong answer to that. But we're here just as early every day, Gino. The 1-0 misses, or excuse me, the 1-1 misses outside. And they're locked in.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're in that routine of every day is a work day and there's no messing around maybe until an off day, it may make you wonder. 2-1 sticks to the corner, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the second.
And that's the mentality that players buy into. When you have a coach that's a motivator, that's what players want to have.
2-2 is popped up foul down the third base side.
That's what makes Steve Englert one of the best managers on the Cape. And you look at guys like Pickler, guys like Nicholson, all different coaching styles, but at the end of the day, they know how to motivate their guys.
2-2. Swinging a grounder foul on the pole side. Duggar making this quite an at-bat with Gambardella. But we know Steve Englert.
Yeah.
And he would not like to hear that stat. 0-6-2 off an off day.
I don't know. I don't think we've talked numbers with him before, and I think he knows what his team is made out of. I think he knows that stat, while it's not great, he's looking at first in the East, first on the Cape. That's what he's more concerned about.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a jam shot towards dead center field. Brini comes in a few steps and makes the catch for the second out of the second inning. Back-to-back flyouts, the first to left, this one to center. 2 outs, nobody on, brings up Dawson Bryce, the first baseman out of Charlotte. What I meant was what he wouldn't like, because if you just look at the stats, and I'm not a fan of the people who strictly look at the numbers and make narratives
right,
or
100%.
observations about a team, 0-6-2, you could argue that Harwich is not ready to play coming off an off day. First pitch, right on the outside edge, 0-1.
Yeah, that's certainly something that would be an interesting note to bring up to coach after the game.
Chance to right the ship tonight, the 0-1. That hits the inside part of the strike zone. No balls and 2 strikes to Bryce. He's quickly behind. Gambardella in a rhythm. He takes his time out there, still without a strikeout. 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the second. The 0-2. Swinging a liner into center. That's a 2-out knock for Dawson Bryce.
Because if you think about it, Luke, the next and final off day is next Monday, and that is the day before playoffs start.
Number 5, Jabbar Williams.
Do you think that that will be an off day for the Mariners? I have a suspicion that these guys will be here for early work, is what they call it in Harwich, getting at-bats,
right,
getting loose before the postseason. I mean, you talked to Adam Arthur before the game, and he said they're treating the Cape League playoffs like college baseball. First pitch to Williams, too tall, 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that I'm sure these guys are going to be doing something on the off day, but to say, quote unquote, how do the Mariners fare coming off an off day?
1-0 is outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
Regardless of what they do, an off day is an off day.
Sure.
And so, I mean, the record speaks in and of itself. But you're right. I'm sure Steve Engler will have his team ready to go.
Bryce at first. Javar Williams, the batter, ahead 2-0 in the count. The pitch. That fastball is right in there at 90 on the radar gun, 2-1. That's the fastest pitch so far for Gambardella. Fastball just comes in right around 90, sometimes 91 once he gets really loosened up. Look out for Bryce over there at first. He has 10 stolen bases. They throw over. Not in time. A quick play, a nice move from Gambardella, but Bryce back with a dive. 2 outs, runner at first for Javar Williams. He's hitting .255 on the summer. Left-handed hitter. Looks for a pitch to hit here in the 2-1 count. The pitch. Right on the outside corner, 2-2. And if you can't tell early, Marvick Gomez is keeping a generous strike zone tonight for the sake of the pitchers. He's calling everything borderline in the direction of a strike. 2-2, runner goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gambardella gets out of the top of the second, strands Bryce after a 2-out base hit, and records his first strikeout of the night. No score after an inning and a half. We head to the home half of the second on Cape League TV.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the Rental Source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Time for the bottom of the second in Harwich. No score. Ryan Oshinsky, the starter for Orleans, put the Mariners down in order to start this ball game. So 4, 5, and 6 due up in bottom 2. That's Conti, DiCarlo, and Kennedy. Conti hitting in the cleanup for the first time this summer tonight. A righty-on-righty matchup with Oshinsky. First offering. Curveball too high, 1-0.
Conti's due for a big hit. And when I say big hit, I mean a big fly. He's gotten close.
The big hit. He's been right around the warning track and wall this entire summer. And it's been because of his eye. Takes back-to-back pitches. Too high, 2-0. The count, hitting .243 on the summer, but that was after a tough start for Conti. He went on a 7-game hit streak, broke that, and has since singled in back-to-back ball games. The 2-1, it's a fastball down the middle. The 2-0. DiCarlo on deck, hitting 5th today. It's going to be this middle portion and especially bottom of the Mariner lineup that has jolted this team to recent success. Back-to-back fastballs clip the bottom portion, 2-2. The infield has shifted 3 defenders to the left side of the second base bag, expecting Conti to pull one. 2-2. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. He kicked it. It gets away from Duggar. The throw to first goes into right field. But before that, the home plate umpire Marvick Gomez calls Conti out for making contact with the baseball. 1 up, 1 down to start the second. The first strikeout tonight for Oshinsky.
And expect that a lot from this Orleans infield. They love to stick 3 infielders on one side. Saw it a lot last time they played, and especially those pole hitters like Conti just stacking that left side of the infield.
Here's DiCarlo. Take a look at the mix for the Orleans starter Ryan Oshinski. 5 pitches, a fastball, a cut fastball, changeup, slider, and a curveball. He can really throw it all. First offering to DiCarlo, chopped straight into the ground. A tough play down the third base side. Duggar gloves it, throw to first. Not in time.
Ooh.
Give Duggar credit. That play turned out to be a whole lot closer than originally it looked like it was going to be. Nonetheless, an infield swinging bunt single for Sam DiCarlo.
Let's take another look at that. I mean, Duggar, to have the wherewithal to pick it up, accurate throw, and a hard throw, that's really impressive and almost beat out DiCarlo.
Duggar has been rock solid behind the plate for Orleans this summer. Talk about a guy who's been solid. It's D. Kennedy. Righty on righty matchup, 1 on, 1 out. First pitch, too high. 1-0. Kennedy on the summer, 281, has hit a home run and knocked in a team-high 18. He's rocking that leg guard that says East on it. He was an all-star for the Mariners. The 1-0. Fastball down the dish, 1-1. Orleans pitching staff collectively, they use a ton of arms every night. Kelly Nicholson likes to bring in 5-6 guys after the starter, just go about 1 inning each. They have a 4.38 team ERA. 1-1 drips down the middle with a curveball, 1-2.
That got some fans passionate. That was a nice pitch, though.
Not a huge crowd tonight on Tuesday night in Harwich. But these crowds continue to ramp up from the start of the summer. A, because more people are here, but they want to watch winning baseball. The Mariners have won 6 straight. 2-strike pitch. Struck him out on the outside corner. He went back to the breaking ball and froze D. Kennedy. 2 down in the second.
Yeah, D. Kennedy is someone that can hit for power, but he's also had a little bit of strikeout trouble. His last game, he had 3 strikeouts, went 0 for 3. So someone that's trying to find a little bit more consistency with putting bat on ball or just reaching.
Here's Jake Coonan. 1 on, 2 outs. No score in the bottom of the second inning in Harwich. Oshinski working from the stretch the entire night. First offering to Jake. Way upstairs, throw to first. Another close play. DiCarlo back in safely. We know Harwich is a base running team this summer. They've stolen a lot of bags, but haven't been very smart on the bases. Definitely have to be aware for Cashel Duggar behind the plate. The UCLA catcher can steal outs. The 1-0. Swinging a ground ball foul down the third base side. Coonan a little bit early on the 93-mile-an-hour fastball. 1-1. We've talked about the progression of Jake Coonan this summer and his ability to hit for power. Had 3 home runs early on. Haven't seen one in a while. But the ability to stay locked in and day out, one of the more focused guys on the team. 1-1. Swing and a miss. DiCarlo thought about going. Cashel doesn't try the back pick. Coonan down 1-2. But it feels like as he's getting on base more, Gino, and contributing as an everyday player where he's at right now in the summer, he's loosened up quite a bit.
He has.
Definitely a locker room guy. 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A beauty of a slider there from Oshinski. He strikes out 3 in the second. No score. We head to inning number 3 in Harwich. You're watching Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients.
Welcome back to Harwich. Just a heads up that the Harwich Fund is a permanent local endowment funded by supportive residents and businesses. Since 2021, we've delivered over $85,000 in grants helping exclusively Harwich programs, benefiting town families, children, and seniors. This year, our Mariner Games business sponsors, Shaw Star Markets, Harry Ellis Builders, and My Generation Energy will pledge $500 to the Harwich Fund for every Mariner homer at White House Field.
Residents and businesses. Since 2021, we've delivered over $85,000 in grants helping exclusively Harwich.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do.
We welcome you back here to Harwich at White House Field. Still a scoreless ball game as we head into the third. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. Thanks so much for joining us here on Cape League TV. Bottom of the order due up for the Firebirds. It's 8-9-1 with Kyle Johnson, the left fielder, leading things off. Ryan Kucharak, the third baseman, he's on deck. And as the order turns over, it's Tyler Myatt in the hole, the designated hitter. Gianni Gambardella, in his third inning of work, kicks and fires. Down the middle with the breaking ball for strike one. Gambardella so far, through 2 innings, has given up just 2 hits, a knock in each frame. 1 strikeout as well as the 0-1 fanned him. Kyle Johnson, a rising junior out of Virginia. In his 14th game as a Firebird this summer. Would like to bring that average up, sitting below a 100. Gambardella fires the 0-2. Johnson just got a piece. As we approach sort of the end of the summer, with postseason right around the corner. Here's the 0-2. This is low. But now's that time where, from an individual standpoint, but also a team standpoint, you want to make sure you're leaving everything on the table. It's the 1-2. Misses high. Or I should say nothing on the table. You should be taking everything off, making sure you're putting your best foot forward. Mariners know that, currently on a 6-game winning streak. Here's the 2-2 to Johnson. High bouncer foul. Marvick Gomez behind home, asking for some more baseballs. Fans really starting to pile in here to White House. Got the chairs down the foul grounds on either side. 2-2's fouled straight back. You can see the packed bleachers here.
We always talk about what's the best spot to hang out at White House Field. The bleachers are easy.
Yeah.
Good view, sometimes, for the most part, of a ball game in the shade.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gambardella gets Johnson right on the inside. His second strikeout of the day. Back-to-back punch-outs. And there's one away in the top of the third. Here's Ryan Kucharak. But going back to what you were saying, Luke, if we won $1 billion, and let's say, maybe we could afford to take a day off, where would we sit here at White House? I think I would go right on the deck, as you can see, right in the top right of your corner. But that's not really much of a change in the angle we're already witnessing the game. It's the 0-1. But you get to experience the weather a little bit more. You get to take in the sights and sounds a little bit more.
I might just climb up on the White House Field scoreboard.
1-1, a hard liner into left for a base hit. Ryan Kucharak gets aboard with 1 out in the top of the third off a hard hit liner. That splits Marsh and Kennedy, the left side of the infield for the Mariners.
Get my own little taste of the green monster over there in right center field.
We actually got to go on the green monster not too long ago for Fenway Day.
Feels like an eternity
Doesn't
ago.
it?
Man, oh man.
This summer has been flying by. Here's Tyler Myatt from the left side. First pitch. Liner up the middle. Tanner Marsh hauls it in off one hop. Tacks second. Throws to first, not in time. Gianni Gambardella getting out of the way, and they call him out at first.
Interference.
Kevin Saxton, the umpire over there at second, making the call, and that ends the top of the third. We take another look. Yeah, so Kucherak just getting in the way of Marsh there. What a play from the shortstop for the Mariners. All right, still scoreless. We head to the bottom of the third right here on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses.
It's been a defensive battle so far through 2.5. Just a combined 4 hits on the day, as well as 5 strikeouts. We welcome you back for the home half of the third here at White House Field in Harwich alongside Luke Brenneman. I'm Gino Antmarino. First pitch to Sam Harris. Breaking ball on the outside. Clocks in at 79 from Ryan Oshinsky, who has worked through this Mariners order like clockwork. He's given up just 1 hit. That one is the lower edge for strike 1. But Oshinsky up to 3 strikeouts. The lone hit he gave up was in the last frame to Sam DiCarlo. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Sam Harris, a rising junior, transferring to Virginia. But he's someone that would like to really get hot towards the end of this season. As the 1-2, a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Sam Harris walks back to the Mariner dugout. 4 punch-outs for Ryan Oshinsky, 3 in the last 3 batters faced. But here's Patrick Foltz, the new man in town for Harwich. Spent a few games on the Prospect League for Champion City. Played 8 games for them before coming here. First pitch. This is inside, right at the belly button. But Foltz, playing at Wright State, rising senior. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Wright State lost in the championship to Milwaukee this past year. But Foltz was named Horizon League Championship MVP despite his team losing. Here's the 1-1. So Foltz comes into Harwich with some expectation. But who doesn't? Every player that comes to the Cape, they're expected to perform. As Foltz digs back in, looking to protect. 1 out, here's the 1-2. Hard hit ground ball up the middle, and Garza can't get there. Welcome to Harwich, Patrick Fultz. There's one aboard with one out in the bottom of the third.
Here we go, Pat. Talk to him pregame. This guy is locked in. He's ready for the opportunity.
The shortstop.
The end of the summer for most, and guys coming off good college seasons like he is it time to relax, have a summer? But for him, he's coming here and trying to bring Harwich a title.
And that's got to mean a pretty good deal to get your first hit, your first at-bat. You kind of get the monkey off your back, and now you can kind of just relax a little bit. First pitch to Tanner Marsh as the order turns back over for the Mariners. Swing and a miss.
That's awesome. It's a hard-hit ground ball. It's exactly what you're looking for, not trying to do too much. This is a pitcher in Ryan Oshinsky who's been one of the better pitchers in the Cape. He had struck out 4 of the last 5 Mariners before that hit. Instant impact Fultz. We'll see if he has any speed.
The 0-1 misses high. Fultz this past year at Wright State. 12 stolen bags on 16 attempts.
My favorite part when talking to him before the game was he said, I'm willing and looking forward to playing anywhere that this team may need me.
Fultz takes off for second, pitch at the plate's low, the throw down to second, and Fultz is in diving.
Swiss Army knife, I'm telling you. He can run, he can find gaps, he gets on base. We might even see this guy who's listed as an infielder play catcher in the coming days. He mentioned that as Matt Conti is starting tonight, but obviously catchers don't go every day, especially when you don't have to. And he's up for the challenge. Just so unselfish.
Marsh with the 1-2 with one out. Oshinsky deals. Curveball down the middle for strike 3. But look out here. Duggar throws back to second. And Fultz is back diving.
Oshinsky is working right now. That's that pitch. It's kind of a sweeper, more of a slider because he throws a curveball as well. But that's what's getting to the Mariners right now. He's throwing it in these righty-righty matchups. It froze Jake Coonan. It got Kennedy, or excuse me, it froze Kennedy. It had Coonan reaching, and then it freezes Marsh. Marsh knew it immediately.
Yeah.
Saw him turn around. It was a strike the whole way.
Oshinsky is working up to 5 strikeouts today. First pitch to Nico Brini. Check swing. Called a strike down the middle.
These are these situations that over this winning stretch for Harwich, they have been rock solid. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and it's going to take a base hit to drive the runner home.
Nico Brini with 13 RBIs this summer. It's tied for second on the team. The 0-1 finds that bottom corner on the outside. 0-2 the count to Nico Brini with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. Fultz over at second. Brini's been in this situation before. Can he prevail? He cannot. Strike 3, a drop third strike means Duggar throws him out at first. But it continues to be a pitching battle in this one. Oshinsky up to 6 strikeouts. A combined 5 hits between both these teams as we work our way through the first 3 innings. We'll be back on Cape League TV.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance. 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One Source, with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
The sun's starting to set here in Harwich as we welcome you back here on Cape League TV. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. 80 degrees, partly cloudy. A beautiful summer evening here on Cape Cod. 2-3-4 due up for the Firebirds, trying to break this scoreless ball game. It's Alejandro Garza from the right side. First pitch flared the other way into right. Jake Coonan on the run, and he makes a nice catch over his shoulder for the first out.
Unbelievable focus from Coonan. You could tell he was kind of on his heels a little bit with the way he originally started running after this ball. And then once he picked up speed, he tracked it the whole way. Tremendous focus to look it all the way into the glove. He made that look a whole lot easier than it was.
Jake Coonan continuing to have himself good games as we get closer to the postseason. First pitch to Anthony Potestio misses low.
Another one of those guys who has been willing to play anywhere. We've seen Jake at second base. We've seen him in left. He's in right tonight.
Here's the 1-0. Down the middle for strike one off the fastball from Gambardella. 90 miles per hour. But, now that we're about a week away from the postseason, Steve Englert and the rest of his coaching staff understands where each of their players belong in certain spots and when to go, whether it's pitching, right? We've seen Christian Rodriguez. He is now the go-to closer after earning 2 saves in the last few days, one against this Orleans team the last time they played each other. 2-1 misses high. But also knowing guys can play certain roles at different times. You talked about Jake Coonan. He can play in the outfield. He can also play in the infield. Here's the 3-1 to Potestio. Popped up foul.
And a lot of other teams don't have that, Gino.
You're
and
right.
what every other team wants that the Mariners really have and have solidified is a starting pitching rotation. They're not calling guys out of the bullpen to come start a game.
Payoff pitch, lined foul.
We've seen Gambardella every 5th and 6th day. How about that run that Matthew Heiberger has had the last 3 weeks? Haven't even said the name of the right-hander out of Wake Forest, Troy Dressler.
Yeah.
Best pitcher in Cape Cod right now as a starter, easily.
Payoff pitch just misses outside. So a walk to Potestio. Base runner with 1 out, top of the 4th. But you're right, Dressler has had himself a really nice summer, including a last time on the mound. It's against YD back on Sunday when 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. But you talk to any of the players here in Harwich, and they talk about the significance of their pitching staff. Here's Elijah Iquez from the right side. Called a strike.
Talked about Rodriguez being the closer, Gino. So what comes before the closer? A setup guy.
Right.
The number 1 setup guy has been Thomas Shurtleff for this team. We saw what he did against Brewster just a couple of nights ago.
Here's the 0-1. Misses low. Conti Rose. Look back, Potestio at first.
Then you need a left-handed setup guy to bring in situational spots. Well, that's been Adam Arthur. So check closer, setup, and the starters of Gambardella, Dressler, Chmielewski had a nice start the last time he went out there.
The 1-1. Popped him up into right. Jake Coonan backtracks and records the second out. 2 flyouts in this frame, all belonging to Jake Coonan. There's 2 away with Potestio still on first. Here's Cashel Duggar. Keep an eye on Potestio, one of the leaders on this team in stolen bags. He's got 6 of them. As Duggar digs in from the left side. The 5th hitter for the Firebirds today. First pitch outside. But it's also nice because, you deal with Rodriguez and Dressler and a few of these other pitchers that are strictly strikeout pitchers. 1-0, high and away. But Gambardella is someone that pitches to contact. We've seen it time and time again. Only 2 strikeouts so far today. But for him, that actually helps him because that allows him to go longer because you can record an out on 1 pitch. Here's the 2-0. Fouled straight back.
He was a starter at Maine, but you typically see that more out of starters, or you would rather have that than a reliever.
Of course.
If you come into a game as a reliever, you might find yourself coming in with the bases loaded and 1 out, and you need a strikeout.
Correct. 2-1 to Duggar. 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Potestio takes off for second. A swing and a miss. The throw down to second. Got him! Matt Conti nodding his head as he trots to the Mariner dugout. Throwing out Potestio as he tried to get his 7th stolen bag this summer. We take another look. A perfectly placed throw down. Tanner Marsh applying the tag. And it's still a defensive ball game here in Harwich. Still scoreless. We head to the home half of the 4th right here on Cape League TV.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player. You can make any bat feel lighter by adding.
A beautiful summer evening in Harwich, and nothing screams summer than a nice wiffle ball game. Let's see.
Ball low.
Oh, come on. A little bit of a curveball that time.
Is that Yadier Molina back there behind the plate? I think that was a look at Roman Anthony, too.
3, 4, 5 due up in the Mariners order. Let's see if Aiden Robbins can put some wood on the ball, unlike that wiffle ball game we just saw. First pitch to the righty. Swing and a miss. 91 from Oshinsky. His 4th inning of work. 6 strikeouts today. He has been dealing. Here's the 0-1. Misses low.
Mariners got to find a way to run up this pitch count, get on, but get Oshinsky out of this ball game. He's on fire right now on the rubber.
He's given up just 2 hits. The 1-1. Hard hit ground ball to third. Kucherak watches it all the way into his mitt and fires out Robbins at first.
It feels repetitive to bring up the style that Harwich plays. And you hear it a lot that another team can force another team to play a certain way in a game like basketball, where your defense can turn into offense. Not so much here. Maybe you take some momentum out of an inning-ending double play or Conti catching a guy stealing, and you put one over the seats and rally for a couple runs.
Here's Matt Conti from the right side. The infield for Orleans shifted to the left side of the infield.
But night in and night out over this stretch of wins, the Mariners can speed up a game early on, and in the 4th, 5th, sometimes 7th or 8th later innings, they have a big inning and hold on to win. And tonight, off to one of those starts so far. They look to get ahead now in the home half.
1-1 the count to Conti. Struck out in his last time at the plate. 1-1. Foul tip.
But it's amusing. Oshinsky has this good of stuff, and he's pitching similar to the way he has all summer. But right now, this is Orleans' ace.
Yeah.
And he's dealing right now. For Gambardella, hasn't struck too many out. Held this Orleans lineup to just 3 hits. But it just seems so much easier because we see it night in and night out where a Mariner starter, well, they just go out there and shove for 4 or 5 innings, and then somebody else comes in and does the same thing.
It's become routine here in Harwich. 1-2 is low.
A 3.20 summer-long ERA, number 1 in the Cape.
Got to give credit to Hunter Dilworth, the pitching coach, as well as Steve Englert, the field manager. The 2-2 to Conti. Spiked at the plate. But you're right. I mean, we've talked about it time and time again. And we've asked the players on countless times, why are you guys on a 6-game winning streak? Why are you guys atop the standings? How did you guys pull out this victory? And every single time, Luke, it's pitching.
They say you can't win if you can't score.
2-2, swing and a miss. But 93 on the outside.
For the sake of this summer, Gino, it's been, if you can hold your opponent under 4 or 3 runs, you got a pretty good chance every night.
You're right. 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. Conti going down the second time today off the strikeout. Oshinsky up to 7 punch-outs. But I have a feeling he's not done just yet. Sam DiCarlo digs in from the right side. One of just 2 Mariners to have a hit today. Trying to keep it up here. First pitch. 93. Right on that bottom outside corner.
It is nothing but strikes right now from Oshinsky. He is lasering these fastballs in there.
Mariners got to be ready to hit the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
His ability to mix and match. The first pitch was 93 with the 4-seam. That one was just at 90. You got to think that may be the cut fastball that he has in his arsenal as well.
1 pitch away from earning his 8th strikeout, the 0-2. This one's lined right to the second baseman, Garza. And even though Oshinsky didn't get another strikeout, I'm sure he will take that. 1-2-3 to end the bottom of the 4th for the Mariners. Still just with 2 hits today, but Orleans not much better. They've got a team 3 hits. So it's been a defensive masterclass so far between both teams through 4. We'll see if the bats can start to wake up right here on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings, they are ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
A pitcher's duel so far in Harwich. A massive crowd on just a Tuesday night as we approach the end of July. No score through 4 on Cape League TV. We welcome you in to White House Field alongside Gino Antamarino. I'm Luke Brenneman. And there's Gianni Gambardella. He's gone 4 innings, given up just 3 hits, walked only 1. But more importantly, scoreless baseball against the Orleans Firebirds tonight. 5, 6, and 7 due up in the 5th. Here's Cashel Duggar. Gambardella comes home with the first offering. Popped him up. Fly ball behind home plate. That drifts out of play and foul. 0-1. Duggar in his first at-bat flew out to center field. It's been a typical outing, if you will, for Gambardella. 3.20 ERA. He doesn't strike out a ton of guys, only 2 so far tonight. Already induced 2 double play balls. It's just what he does. Ahead of Duggar, 0-1. The pitch fouled off a little bit late on the fastball, 0-2. Mariners back in their cream uniforms tonight. Those youngsters could care less about what's going on the field. No balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff man in the top of the 5th. Orleans in a little bit of a cutoff look. Some camouflage between red and white. The 0-2 inside with the fastball, 1-2. Gino, I know you have some thoughts about the Firebirds uniforms tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they're certainly a uniform. I'm more of the, I don't know. I mean, I like Orleans all whites.
2-strike pitch. A flare towards left center field, down for a base hit. Duggar reached out and just sliced that change up the other direction. A leadoff base runner in the 5th.
Yeah, but I'm not sure about. I don't know.
It's an
I don't know
old
how
school
I feel
look.
about the camouflage.
The sleeveless. That's a
And also
T-shirt
the
underneath.
Sleeveless. I'm sure for the players, it's got to feel great.
You're right. I didn't think about that. It's a hot night tonight. Still 75 degrees. 7:30 in Harwich. 1 on, nobody out for Dawson Bryce. He had a base hit his first time up in the 2nd. He shows bunt, pulls it away. Pitch outside, 1-0. But yeah, I don't know if you can really beat the Mariners uniforms. The entire kit this summer. Those colors, the navy, the red, the cream, the true summer USA look. I like it a lot. 1-0, the bunt is down. Gambardella fields it, pitches to first. A sacrifice bunt. Advances Cashel Duggar to second base. So Bryce out, but he advances Duggar into scoring position. What are your thoughts on a play like that? You see that more and more, especially in the college game, where the old school version of baseball would say, whenever there's a runner at first, it's never a sacrifice situation if a player's bunting. They're trying to bunt for a hit. But you could tell just by the way Dawson Bryce was running, he wasn't trying to beat that out.
I think in this type of a game where it's very low offense.
First pitch to Williams, inside.
Just trying to advance the runner any way you can is the way to do it.
It's just the top of the 5th, and people say that managers, players don't come to win in summer ball. Dawson Bryce just donating his at-bat to advance a runner. The 1-0. Popped up down the left field line. The shortstop Marsh calls off Kennedy at third. He catches it right on the outfield grass for out number 2. So Williams pops up to short. And now with the runner in scoring position and 2 outs, it'll be Kyle Johnson for the second time tonight.
From Virginia, number 8, Kyle Johnson.
I think you're onto something, though. The way these two teams are going, the way these two pitchers are going, whenever there's been a runner at first base, it's been a double play the next pitch. Already 3 of them so far tonight.
But yet again, I mean, how many times where you've looked baffled when a guy will hit a home run and then his next at-bat will lay down a bunt?
You're right. Righty-ready matchup. First pitch. Fastball too high, 1-0. Johnson struck out swinging his first time up. Just an 0.91 average on the summer. Trying to get that up here in Harwich. The Mariners can clinch the postseason tonight with a win and a Chatham loss. They're at Wareham, just getting underway. They're down a run in the first 2 innings. 1-0. Check swing. No appeal. He did not go around. 2 balls and no strikes.
But going back to that bunt from Duggar, if you see Conti behind the dish, he is so vocal. And pitchers for the Mariners have told me, I mean, he is going to talk your ear off.
2-0 is inside. Now 3 balls and no strikes to Kyle Johnson.
And we've seen how many times if a pitcher's a little bit off, Conti will go out to the mound, talk things over. He's not afraid to be vocal. And on that bunt, he immediately points to first, yelling at Gambardella. That's the play to make.
3-0. Chopped foul down the third base line. Johnson has the green light in a 3-0 situation, hitting under .10 for his batting average. 3 balls and 1 strikes. Kucherak on deck. Duggar started the inning with a leadoff single. Bryce bunted him over, and Williams popped up in the infield. 3 balls, 1 strike, no score in the top of the 5th at White House Field in Harwich. Here's the 3-1. Up and in, ball 4. That puts runners on first and second. Still 2 outs for the 9-hole hitter Ryan Kucharak.
The third baseman from Northwestern, number 46, Ryan Kucharak.
Gambardella has had command all year, just his 2nd walk of the summer. But a spot now for Kucharak. He's 1 for 1. Drilled the single into left field his first time up. That brings out the pitching coach, Hunter Dilworth. A fresh shave from Coach Dilly. Haircut, shave, he's got it going on. I guess when you start sporting and you are in charge of the best staff in the Cape League for ERA, you turn a little presidential on us here.
I like it. Though I think, maybe it's the hockey in me, but I feel like you got to grow the beard out for when the postseason eventually comes rolling around.
We still have a week.
Right.
So we don't want to underestimate what he can do with his facial. Maybe it'll be a whole Mariner thing where they all start getting haircuts. We see things like that a lot.
I know for me, I need about 2 months to prep.
If I'm growing a beard, 2 years.
From this point forward, not, if I started growing a beard 2 years ago, it wouldn't work. But I think 2 years today, I'll be maybe I'll be in a better spot.
The first situation of the entire game tonight where there's been 2 runners on base for either team. First and second, top of the 5th, 2 outs, no score between the Firebirds and Mariners. Ryan Kucharak, the last man in the Orleans lineup tonight, an opportunity to plate a run. Gambardella set after the meeting. He looks in from the stretch, takes a peek at second, and comes home with the first pitch. A fastball a little bit too high, 1-0.
I'd imagine Dilworth just came out, told Gambardella, look, you got 2 outs. You're essentially 1 pitch away from just leaving both these runners stranded. Just do that.
1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. A beauty of a breaking ball there.
But one thing's for certain, Gambardella, when he's had a few batters on the ropes with a 2-strike count, and he has not really been able to finish off these batters.
1-1. Fastball right on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikes puts Gambardella ahead 1-2. 1 pitch away from stranding a pair in the top of the 5th.
Let's see.
It's been a pitcher's duel all night. Gambardella trying to go 5. The 2-strike pitch. A curveball just misses up and away, 2-2. The top of the order on deck. You got to think that had part of what the conversation with the Mariners pitching coach Hunter Dilworth was. Go after the bottom of the order, too. Here, the 2-2. In the dirt, that squirts away from Conti. He still can't find it. Duggar rounds third, takes a peek, but was never trying. The count runs full to Kucharak. Runners advance to second and third.
This next pitch is going to be probably the biggest one so far in this game.
Kucharak, not your typical 9-hole hitter. He's hitting .302, has a home run, knocked in 7 so far this summer. Right-handed hitter out of Northwestern. The count's full. Gambardella shakes off that pitch. Doesn't like that one either. Mariner defense shifted a little bit back to the pole side. The payoff pitch. Struck him out on the inside corner. Gianni Gambardella strands 2 in scoring position and fans Kucharak with the fastball. We head to the bottom of the 5th. No score in Harwich. The pitchers are dueling it out tonight.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else. Dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts. Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Welcome back to Harwich. No score in the bottom of the fifth inning. Ryan Oshinsky, the starter for Orleans, back out there for his fifth inning of action. Giving up just 2 hits, struck out 7 Mariners. He's dealing with 6, 7, and 8 to start the fifth. Gino, what's been working so well for Oshinsky?
Well, first things first, I mean, his 5-pitch arsenal has got a lot of these Mariner batters guessing. And the fact that his fastball can be certainly up a couple of ticks or down. I mean, the Mariners have had trouble hitting fastballs for the majority of this summer. The fact that he can get upwards of 94 and then also right around 90, 89, I mean, that's really hurting a lot of these Mariner bats.
The 1-0 to Kennedy is 93 inside. So D takes back-to-back pitches out of the zone and gets ahead 2-0. Kennedy struck out looking his first time up. Gambardella, the starter for Harwich, has gone 5 scoreless. Oshinsky trying to match him here in the bottom of the fifth. The 2-0 is laced to short, gloved by Eek as a spinning play and a beauty. It doesn't get much better than that from the Firebirds shortstop. 1 down in the bottom of the fifth.
Iquez is so talented. He's a talented hitter, and look at that. I mean, just a pirouette right into the glove. I mean, didn't pull Bryce off at all. That's impressive stuff.
A 6-3 ground out to start the fifth that is a hit about 70% of the time, if you ask me. First pitch to Kunin. Shows bunt, rips it away on a fastball downstairs, 1-0. Kunin struck out swinging like many others. His first time up tonight. 7 Ks for the Firebirds starter, Ryan Oshinsky. 1-0 the count in a righty-righty matchup. He comes home. Breaking pitch falls in there, 1-1. The sun has officially set in Harwich. I mean, nights like this, I'm going to miss him, Gino. The 1-1. Fastball on the outside corner, 1-2. Kunin turns around. He doesn't like the call, but that's just paint from Oshinsky.
Yeah, Marvick Gomez has kept the strike zone pretty consistent.
It's been a wide zone. Here's the 1-2. Check swing. He went around. Kunin goes down swinging for the second time tonight. He's furious with the home plate umpire Gomez. Quickly 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. Oshinsky, at this rate, might just stay in there the entire night, Gino.
It's impressive stuff.
It's his 8th punch out.
Well, might have spoke a little bit too soon there, Luke. I mean, literally 5 seconds after you said that.
It shows you what I know. 8 strikeouts, 2 hits. And Oshinsky's night is done. The entire Harwich faithful takes a sigh of relief. Same with their dugout. 2 outs, nobody on. We'll have the new arm when we come back in a scoreless game on Cape League TV.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory.
Welcome back to Harwich. A pitching change after a fantastic outing from Ryan Oshinsky. 4 2/3, 2 hits, no-run baseball. He walked the first batter of the game, did not walk another one, and struck out 8. DC Brown, the left-hander, into the game to face Sam Harris in a lefty-lefty situation. Bottom of the 5th inning. He comes home. Harris stares at a fastball right down the middle. 94 on the radar gun, 0-1. Got to give Oshinsky a lot of credit. Went up against a lineup tonight who's won 6 in a row and dominated. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. A frisbee of a slider had Harris chasing.
I want to see Harris with a little bit more confidence in the box. This is someone that can draw a lot of walks. That pitch that time, it was a good one, but Harris had no business swinging at that.
2-strike pitch. He thought about it, but didn't go around. 1-2. So a 1-2 count to the Mariners' first baseman. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. The first batter that DC Brown has seen in his outing in relief, trying to end the 5th inning. The 1-2. Harris lines one the other way down the left field line. That's just a little bit foul. The count stays at 1-2. Harris waited on that fastball, was a tad late, but squared it up pretty good the other direction. Another tight, low-scoring affair between these two ball clubs. Another 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The slider in the other batter's box strikes out Harris for the second time tonight. No score through 5. We head to 6 on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products.
Welcome back to Harwich. It has been a pitcher's duel tonight. Both starters go 5 scoreless innings. The Mariners turn to the bullpen here to start the 6th. For the first time this summer, a look at the right-hander out of Georgetown, Jack Volo. Gino, what do you know about Jack?
22 appearances this past year with the Hoyas. 9.26 ERA through 23 and a third inning. And so he tries to
Leading off for the Firebirds, the designated
take
hitter from
over for
Tennessee,
Gianni
number 11,
Gambardella, who had himself an excellent start today. 5 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. We'll see what the right-hander's got in store for the Mariners.
Well, he's starting off against the top of the order for the Firebirds. Here's Tyler Myatt. First offering. A beauty of a breaking ball. 0-1. Myatt so far tonight, 1 for 2. Singled and grounded into a double play. Orleans 4 hits, the Mariners just 2. Nothing amounting to a run tonight. The 0-1, a check swing on another slider.
Volo this past year had about a strikeout in inning. So he certainly has it.
He's ahead 0-2 to Myatt. The pitch skips about 4 feet in front of home plate. 1-2. Got to be a little bit nerve-wracking for the guys that come out of the bullpen in a tight game, making their first start in the Cape. 1-2 is up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's now 4 consecutive pitches under 80 miles an hour. We have not seen a fastball from Volo. Shows you the style of pitcher that he is. He looks in. The 2-2. Swinging a foul straight back. 5 consecutive off-speed pitches. Pretty rare, especially for the Cape League.
I saw Adam Arthur warming up in the bullpen as well, so if he comes in after Volo.
2-strike pitch. There's the fastball at 88, but he skipped it in the dirt. The count runs full to Tyler Myatt. Alejandro Garza on deck. The Mariners hope for the first guy out of the bullpen to continue and pick up where Gianni Gambardella left off. A 0-0 game in the top of the 6th. Volo set, the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him chasing on the high fastball. 1 up, 1 down to start the frame.
The second baseman from Cal Poly,
I like that. Good start for Volo. Could have lost Myatt, but he settled in and delivered the 3rd strike.
Here's Garza. Alejandro's 0 for 2 tonight. The Cal Poly infielder hitting .305, a homer, 16 RBIs on the summer. I'm a fan of his game. First pitch. Grounder up the middle. Marsh chasing. Gloves it. Sidearm throw in time. Out number 2.
That was smooth. I mean, Marsh covered so much ground in just a few strides.
I was getting ready to say that ball snuck up through the middle just off the bat. It looked like it hit the whole way. Maybe that bounce off the rubber killed it a little bit. Never a doubt with T. Smooth over there at short. A 6-3 ground out, 2 outs, nobody on for Potestio. We are flying tonight at White House Field. We've played an hour and a half of baseball, and we're 2 down in the top of the 6th. First pitch to Potestio, a curveball that falls in there, 0-1.
I wonder how long Englert's going to let Volo go. It seems that a lot of the pitchers, when they bring in somebody, doesn't last too long, usually on a pitch limit, just to get their feet wet.
The 0-1. Liner on a jam shot towards left, down. That 1 hops in front of Aiden Robbins. A 2-out base knock for Potestio. He's reached twice tonight.
It's funny, Orleans has gotten a hit in all but just 1 frame that came back in the 4th.
From Hawaii, number 15,
but they reached in that frame off of a walk. So Orleans is getting some offense, but it hasn't really been for power, but they're getting on.
The cleanup man, Elijah Iquez, will get an at-bat here with 1 on and 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Iquez 0 for 2 tonight.
Hey, find a gap, kid.
Many consider Iquez as the best hitter in the Orleans lineup. Hence the cleanup hitter. First pitch misses down low, 1-0. Harwich, the top team in the East, and Orleans is right there behind him.
The East standings, everything is so close together.
1-0. Swing and a drive down the left field line. That's foul, 1-1.
Good job, baby.
But it's a big spot for Volo, going back to him, because you come in for the first time this summer, and you come in with Gambardella with a great start, and you go up against the top of the order for Orleans. And he's looking pretty good.
1-1. Fastball away, 2 balls and 1 strike. This is the man you got to get, though, Iquez. He can do some damage. The type of player that in a game like this, no score through 5 innings, a 2-out situation, Volo records the first 2 outs of the inning. He has the power to blow a game up. Volo behind 2-1. Here's the pitch. Chopped straight into the ground, foul. The count's even at 2-2. Who is going to blink first? Or should I say, who is going to score first? Both of these defenses and pitching staffs tonight on their first reliever each team. But it's been dominant on that side of the ball. The 2-strike pitch. Runner goes, pitch low. It gets away from Conti. Runner slides into second. So Potestio cannot go to third. That pitch went all the way to the first base side of the backstop. Conti calls time. The count runs full to Iquez, 3-2. Potestio in scoring position.
Volo's got to bring these pitches up. There's no doubt about it. Iquez is not biting.
You can tell that Volo, at least tonight, maybe it's his style of pitching. A 9 ERA at Georgetown, but he doesn't trust the fastball too much. We'll see what he goes to in a full count situation to Elijah Iquez. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner goes. This one skied in the infield. DeCarlo calls everyone off from second base and makes the play. A scoreless first outing in first inning so far for Jack Volo. Well done. We head to the home half of the 6th. No score between the Firebirds and Mariners on Cape League TV.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you.
It's been the summer of Harwich since it began. The defending champs are in a deadlock as we head into the bottom of the 6th on Cape League TV. But the crowd night in and night out here at White House Field, one of the best home field advantages in the entire Cape Cod Baseball League. We welcome you into Cape League TV alongside my partner Gino Antamarino. I'm Luke Brenneman, and it's been nothing but pitching and defense so far. The Mariners hope to break the scoreless tie. In the bottom of the 6th, it's 9-1-2 due up for the Mariners. Here's our second look tonight at Patrick Foltz, making his Mariner debut. And he's off to a good start. He's 1 for 1 with a single and stole a base as the DH tonight. A lefty-lefty matchup with the reliever D.C. Brown. He gets set and comes home. The first offering. A swing and a miss at the fastball, 0-1. Gino, one of the final off days of the entire summer. Just one more before the postseason, and then the next off day will unfortunately be our last day together. What did you do over the Monday off day in Cape Cod?
Well, I mean, you can't tee me up with making me feel depressed.
The 0-1's a fastball that nails the lower corner, 0-2.
That we'll see each other again, right? Unless you're too cool for me. With your Indiana friends. No, I don't want to talk to that guy. Oh, I had to put up with him for a summer.
That's a lot coming from a guy who has his entire friend group on the Cape. The 0-2 is a little bit away. A nice take from Foltz, 1-2.
Yeah, but the off day, I went to Chatham.
Nice.
Beautiful day.
Great
walked
spot.
around. I'm not going to lie, did some shopping.
Okay. 2-strike pitch. Swinging a liner at second and grabbing it out of the air is Garza. He lost his hat in the process but got the ball, and that's all that matters. 1 up, 1 down in the 6th. Foltz crushed that ball. Garza and this Orleans defense, one of the best in Cape Cod.
I'm really impressed with Foltz. Not because I'm shocked, but just because it usually takes guys a little bit of a feeling out process in their first game, and he has done so well. I mean, if anybody else was over at second, other than Sam DiCarlo, that's a base hit.
Lineup turns over. Here's Tanner Marsh. 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
But did some shopping yesterday, so
shopping with that massive paycheck you're getting from the Mariners?
You know, it's not about that. It's about making moments that will last a lifetime.
As in buying a quarter zip from the Squire shop.
Not the Squire shop. I went to, man, I'm blanking on the store name right now, but had a nice quarter zip. This beautiful stripe. It was like this baby blue and white.
Mariner colors.
If they had a little bit of red.
1-1, up and away.
It doesn't have any red, though, but has a little bit of it has a little Cape Cod logo.
As
on
in
the
the
chest.
outline of.
The outline of the Cape.
Great logo.
It's great. I mean, I'm nervous. All my friends, when I go back, are going to make fun of me, call me Mr. Cape Cod.
You went Hollywood on them.
I know. Well, I'm going to come back and
2-1 to Marsh, way outside.
My friends can be a little relentless, you know, when it comes to the. You go to Cape Cod for one summer. Now all of a sudden you're wearing all this Cape Cod stuff. Like, who do you think you are?
Repping that new attire.
Yeah.
It's an East Coast summer for Gino Antamarino. A true Pittsburgh guy has gone East Coast. The 3-1, fastball away. Marsh draws a walk with 1 out in the 6th. And the Mariners have a little bit of life offensively.
I'll always be a Pittsburgh guy, though. Will you always be a Cincy guy?
Well, I spent some time. I was actually born in Arizona.
Right.
So I do like, I'm not going to say the West Coast, but I like it out west. The weather's very good. Really hot in Arizona. Got to go somewhere else for the summer. But I have been, I can't say surprised, because this place in Cape Cod, especially Harwich, is as good as advertised. And you hear so much about it. Marsh takes off. The throw goes to first, and he dives in safely to second. How about the wheels on Tanner Marsh? He single-handedly didn't even need a pitch to put himself in scoring position. He takes second base. And Brini with an RBI opportunity in the bottom of the 6th.
You know, this is the progression of the base running for the Mariners in full effect. A few weeks ago, Luke, I think Tanner Marsh is putting on the brakes. He's going to try and go back to first, and he's not going to know where to go. But that just putting his head down and grinding it out to second, that's that no second thought mentality you have to have.
First pitch to Brini. Fouled straight back, 0-1. Nico struck out his last time up at the 3rd and also popped up in foul territory his first time. So trying to right the ship on a scoreless ball game. But the Orleans skipper, Kelly Nicholson, an 0-1 count, has now made his way out of the dugout to go talk to D.C. Brown. Is this it for the left-handed reliever?
I feel like you never really know with Nicholson. He loves to change things up. Last time Orleans faced Harwich, 6 pitchers.
That was a 2-1 game.
Right.
So he was just using the arms for the sake of mixing things, not because they were pitching poorly.
Right.
A reliever actually didn't give up a single run in that game. The starter gave up 2 in the first inning.
Off a 2-run homer on 1 hit.
So no pitching change. And you got to think that's as expected. You have a lefty-lefty matchup here with Brini. Maybe it was about a left-handed pitcher who's staring at first base, threw over to Marsh, and he did the dash to second. just trying to iron out the pickoff move or decision-making from D.C. Brown. Nonetheless, a 0-1 count to Brini. Marsh in scoring position, a 0-0 game in the bottom of the 6th, and time is called behind the plate. The pitch count was at 3. Brini, 13 runs batted in this summer. He has earned the title of a clutch hitter. Trying to put the Mariners on top. The 0-1, fouled straight back. Now 0-2 to Nico. The magician himself trying to pull some magic. Down 0-2. D.C. Brown has looked confident out of the bullpen.
You know what I called him? I'm taking all the credit for this. The great Hubrini.
I mean, you said that like it was an Emmy Award-winning nickname. The 0-1 is bounced foul.
Whoa, I thought that was a good nickname.
Heck of a nickname.
He loved it.
I'm just ribbing you.
He loved it. I was like, Nico, you know that's what I'm going to be calling you now.
If Nico loves it, then it's good. Because he doesn't show too much expression.
I mean, it was more of like a, yeah, I like it. It wasn't like a, dude, that's sick. But, like, that's what you get with Nico. You got to love it.
He's behind 0-2. The pitch. Ground ball right side. Second baseman Garza flips to first in time. 2 outs. That advances Marsh 90 more feet. He stands on the third base bag. And here comes Aiden Robbins. You don't want to jump the gun and start calling moments in the 6th inning. Oh, win or lose type of spot. But the Mariners just 2 hits tonight. Their first runner at third in this entire contest. And let's put it out there, the best hitter right now at the plate in Aiden Robbins.
And the Mariner fans know that. They just gave a round of applause to Robbins as he marched his way to the plate.
11 RBIs on the summer, 6 home runs, hitting right under 300. The first pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone, strike 1.
Oh, I thought that was a little bit high. I think Robbins thought so as well.
He shakes it off, now digs back in. Any pitch that gets away, we know Marsh can run the bases well. Brown trying to end the 6th. He comes home with the 0-1. That's a breaking ball that finds the heart of the strike zone. 0-2 to Robbins. Orleans can pitch. Mariners, I said it, 2 hits tonight. Robbins has grounded out twice, one of which was a double play. Back-to-back Mariners in 0-2 holes. Brown steps off. DC really takes his time out there. And now with Duggar popping up, potentially some issues with the pitch comm, trying to go over what they're throwing. And as they talk things over, Robbins a chance to take a deep breath and try and relax a little bit in an 0-2 count. Orleans has found the way to manage the Mariners so well this summer, a team that's 19-12 for record, and the Firebirds have beat them 75% of the time, 3 times out of 4. Harwich looking to get the last laugh in the final meeting of the regular season. The 2-strike pitch. Swinging a foul tip into the mid of Duggar, strike 3. A fist pump from D.C. Brown, and for good reason. He strands a runner in scoring position. This game is tied at 0 apiece. We head to 7 on Cape League TV.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you.
A deadlock here in Harwich. But I wonder what the score of this wiffle ball game is. We've been seeing it all day long. You think we could stay for one pitch? Here it comes. That's right down the middle.
Got to swing the bat there. Come on.
A little bit of protesting at the plate. But that's pretty much what we've seen so far today. A lot of strikes. The starter for Orleans, Ryan Oshinsky, with 8. DC Brown to end the 6th, recorded his 2nd. So the Mariner bats, not really much going for them. And the same can be said about Orleans. Both teams with just a combined 7 hits. Trying to change that fortune here is Cashel Duggar from the left side. First pitch, swing and a miss. Jack Volo in his 2nd inning of work. He's got 1 strikeout today. Giving up 1 hit. That was to Anthony Potestio. Making his Mariner debut as Duggar calls time temporarily. Here's Kelly Nicholson out from the dugout in his 19th season as the skipper for the Firebirds. Look at this. Just settling Duggar. And some water. But Cashel Duggar this summer has meant so much to this Orleans team. Playing in his 22nd game. Bats with a .215 average. But he brings so much personality to the dugout. He's got so many hobbies that he does off the field, including building Legos. His prized possession is a Lego Titanic. Look, this thing is 6 feet long. Took him 3 months to build. The 0-1 to Duggar as he digs back in, misses inside.
He actually teamed up with his teammate Justin Lee and went on The Scoop with Ailey Weiss, one of the Cape League reporters. That was posted today.
So go check that out. You can see his personality in the video. 1-1. Curveball from Volo. We've seen that a lot here today, clocking in at 75.
It's cool because Lee actually plays for YD. So guys on different teams, but still college teammates.
Both at UCLA. The 1-2. High and outside. That's the fastball from Volo at 87. But could you imagine? I mean, 3 months to build Legos, a Lego set. I mean, I don't think I can watch a show for that long. I can't do anything. The 2-2 just misses outside.
You're too disciplined of a guy to have any hobbies.
No, I feel like what I said is not discipline. That's like I can't be disciplined.
Right, but I know you better than most. You are an Army schedule broadcaster.
Payoff pitch. This one is blooped into left. What a catch from Aiden Robbins. My, oh my, diving to make the catch. That ball was dropping rapidly, and Robbins losing the hat. But a 1-for-1 trade as he reels in the ball.
Robbins, a guy who has brought it this entire summer with his bat. Not really known for his defense, especially on this Harwich team full of Gold Glove caliber players. Unbelievable. And plays like that, they mean just a little bit more when it's the leadoff guy in a game with no score now in the later innings. Helping out the new reliever, Jack Volo.
You're right. Here's Dawson Bryce from the right side. The 1-0. It's the inner edge for strike one.
You don't want to be over dramatic, but a play like that, it's a leadoff base runner. You start getting to Volo a little bit. Those are plays that change the game defensively.
Trying to set the tempo. The 1-1. Spiked at the plate. But you're right. In a scoreless game, both teams jockeying for power, jockeying for any sort of momentum, that catch right there can certainly be that spark. The Mariners' defense usually leads to offense, but you got to get out of this frame here. Top of the 7th, 1 out. Still scoreless. Volo fires the 2-strike pitch. Again, spiked at the plate. Bryce today has a hit, a single back in the 2nd. Grounded out his last time at the plate. Bryce batting just a bit over 200, but he's most dangerous when he reaches. 10 stolen bags this summer. The 1-2. Golf down the third base line. D. Kennedy's waiting for it, and he slings him out at first. That's why they call it the hot corner, and D. Kennedy was ready for that one. 2 away in the top of the 7th.
It's another good shift from the Mariners. Kennedy playing right on that third base line. Right-handed hitter. Harwich knows that Bryce likes to pull the ball, and you said it best. Ball was golfed down the line. Right at Kennedy, though.
Here's Javar Williams. Volo rocks back, fires. Foul tip. Williams showed bunt. So that's going to bring Kennedy up to the infield grass over at third. 0-1 the count to Williams. 2 outs, top of the 7th. The pitch. Inside at the feet. Both these teams so evenly matched. It seems like every time they go at each other, it's just back and forth. But Orleans, 3 wins against Harwich in 4 meetings. Here's the 1-1. Shows bunt again. Takes it away. Pitches outside. In the standings, Harwich sits 5 points ahead of the Firebirds. With Orleans in 4th in the East, Harwich in 1st. The 2-1 comes home. Down the middle, strike 2. But here's the funny thing, because with Harwich's win against YD back on Sunday, they created a little bit of a cushion in that first place spot. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are all right there. YD, Brewster tied. Orleans just 1 point back as the 2-2 sails outside.
I think it's officially time where we can say the East is dominant compared to the West.
Absolutely.
Chatham's record right now in the West would be in a playoff spot. They're down 9-0 in the 9th inning to Wareham.
Payoff pitch. Misses up high for ball 4.
And if Chatham were in the West, they would still be in a playoff spot. The only thing Chatham can really hope for now, unless they want to score 10 runs in the top of the 9th against Wareham and win that game, is for Orleans to lose. Because this Firebirds team, although 2 games over 500, they're actually in 4th in the last playoff position in the East.
And Orleans does not go down easy, especially on the road. 10-5 this summer as the away team. It's pretty good stuff. So with a runner and Williams on first, here's Kyle Johnson from the right side. Volo throws back to first. There is some action in the Mariner bullpen. It's Adam Arthur, the Kansas State product. If you thought you saw a lot of off-speed and breaking balls from Volo, well, Mariners looking for double trouble because that's Arthur's game as well. First pitch, check swing. Peel says he did not go around. Volo trying to get out of this frame. There's 2 outs, top of the 7th. Williams on first. 1-0 the count to Johnson. The pitch. Skips in the dirt. A nice knockdown from Conti. So that brings up 2-0. Volo deals from the third base side of the rubber. He comes home. Struggling to locate the zone. 3-0 the count. Looking over at the Mariner dugout. No coaches standing up. The 3-0. High, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Johnson. That puts runners on first and second. As Hunter Dilworth looks over at Arthur in the bullpen and sends out Steve Englert. That's going to be Volo's day.
Yeah, back-to-back walks after recording 2 quick outs to start the inning. Volo just couldn't get the job done, and now it's up to Arthur to keep those runners on base, or at least leave them there.
So here's the Kansas State product, Adam Arthur, with 2 outs, top of the 7th, runners on first and second, a scoreless ball game in Harwich. Adam Arthur trying to keep it that way for at least his team on the defensive side. We'll be back on Cape League TV.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player. You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Welcome back to Harwich. Adam Arthur, the new arm for the Mariners. He comes in, top of the 7th, 2 outs, runners on first and second. As he tries to escape this inning without any damage done. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. Johnson on first, Williams on second. Ryan Kucherak, the 9-spot hitter. He digs in from the right side. So Jack Volo, in his Mariner debut, first arm out of the bullpen for the Mariners, went 1 2/3, gave up just 1 hit, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. Those 2 walks are Williams and Johnson. First pitch, nails the inside edge for strike 1.
Arthur is such a locked-in guy. He doesn't mess around. He cares about winning and shows it and talks about it. Even in a lefty-righty matchup, I think this is a guy that if you're Harwich, you're confident putting out there, and Steve Englert knew what he was going to. Arthur's not just ready, it's not just his turn. He wants to pitch in moments like this.
Adam Arthur, a rising junior out of Kansas State, making his 9th appearance this summer. He's been with the team all summer long. It's him and Conti talking things over. Arthur with a 2.89 ERA. He's gone for 15 2/3 innings. Looks back at second. Him and Sam DiCarlo exchange signs. Goes back to towing the rubber. Here's the 0-1. Right down the middle for strike 2. 88 from Arthur that time. He's 1 pitch away from leaving 2 runners stranded for the Firebirds. Here's the 0-2. Whistles outside.
With a game that hasn't had many runners on, let alone runners in scoring position, this is now the 2nd time tonight that Kucherak has been in a 2-out, 2-1 position. He struck out the first time.
That was back in the 5th. The 1-2 from Arthur. This is low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs to Ryan Kucherak with 2 runners.
Got to go after the 9-hole hitter in Kucherak. You don't want to deal with Myatt.
Arthur kicks and deals. Bounce to the mound. Arthur flashes the leather. He runs to first and underhands for the out. You can tell he is fired up. Adam Arthur coming in and stranding two for the Mariners. Oh, look at that. Showing the dance moves off. As Dancing Queen comes on the loudspeaker, this is poetry here in Harwich. You gotta stick around. You must stick around. It's gonna be a crazy ending. The fans are loving it. They're getting into it. Time now for the bottom of the 7th, but before, we'll take a break here on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings, they're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always.
What a way to end the top of the 7th. Adam Arthur came in, relieving Jack Volo. Runners on first and second for Orleans. A ground out, and as he was coming off, Dancing Queen came on the speaker, and Adam Arthur showing off the moves as he was dancing back towards the dugout. We'll see if the Bats can get a little bit of boogie in it here. Bottom of the 7th, Matt Conti up to bat. It's 4-5-6 in the Harwich order. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. Still scoreless here at White House Field. D.C. Brown kicks and fires the 1-0. Mauled foul down the right field line.
Need the Mariners to be a little bit more competitive here now in the later innings. Just 2 hits, a couple walks, but they've struck out 10 times tonight. Yet again, another masterclass from a pair of pitchers so far.
You're right. Here's the 1-1. Again, cleared foul the other way. Conti has gone down off the strikeout twice. You talked about the punch-out numbers for Mariner bats. Have not looked good here today. D.C. Brown trying to add another tally to that department. Rocks back and comes forward with the 1-2. Oh, just misses low. You can hear the Firebird crowd. They're not happy with it.
That looked good to me, Gino.
Marvick Gomez thinks differently. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. D.C. Brown said, all right, I'll let you have that one, but you're not getting this one. One away, bottom of the 7th, after Brown's 3rd strikeout and Conti's 3rd time going down off the strikeout here today.
We know that the Mariners haven't been great offensively this summer, but they've worked their way up to now 2nd in the Cape in runs scored. So when we talk about the off-day woes, are coming off an off day.
First pitch to Sam DiCarlo hits the inner edge off the fastball, strike 1.
You're right, there's obviously a reoccurring theme here, where the timing is off, the focus is off. They're not generating offense.
Mariners yet to win, coming off an off day this summer. The 0-1 outside.
I mean, you take it all the way back to the month of June. Their first off day, they scored 2 runs the day after. Their second off day, they were held to 1 run from Falmouth. The game after that, 2 runs.
The 1-1. But you're right. I wonder if it's just a rhythm thing that all the players talk about. Once you kind of string together several back-to-back games, you just see the pitch a little bit better. You see the ball a little bit better. Here's the 2-1. Push the other way, foul. DiCarlo's got one of the 2 hits by a Mariner bat. That was back in the second. Lined out to Garza his last time at the plate on a beautiful grab from the second baseman for Orleans. Here's the 2-2. This is high. We want to talk about some of the newer guys coming in for this Mariner team as we get closer to the end of this summer, regular season, you can say, and making an impact. DiCarlo has been one of those guys. Payoff pitch, outside, ball 4. '89 with the fastball from Brown.
The third baseman from Kansas
And a
State,
nice
number
job from
11,
DiCarlo
Kennedy.
to hold back. So for the second time today, DiCarlo reaches. That brings up D. Kennedy. Kennedy with a strikeout and a ground out. But I want to go back to Sam DiCarlo. His 9th game here in Harwich. Sure, has had some up and down games at the plate. First pitch to Kennedy, misses inside. He's batting a 1.85. But in those 8 games, he's got 4 RBIs, 5 walks. He's doing a little bit of everything. And not to mention, he can be the designated hitter, he can be second base, he can play third. As Kelly Nicholson comes out. There is action in the Firebirds bullpen. There's always action in the Firebirds bullpen. It seems like guys hardly go for very long. And right on cue, Nicholson takes the ball out of Brown's hands and looks towards the bullpen. And so a new arm for the Firebirds when we come back here on Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351.
Now pitching for the Orleans Firebirds.
We welcome you back here on Cape League TV in Harwich. A beautiful evening for baseball. 78 degrees. It was in the low 80s for the majority of the day. And right around that perfect Cape Cod evening weather where it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's just right. The Mariners trying to find that pitch that's just right in bringing in their first run of the day. And for that same token, you can say both teams are still waiting for that. We're still deadlocked at 0 apiece, bottom of the 7th, 1 out, with DiCarlo on first after a walk. D. Kennedy with a 1-0 count. New man on the mound for Orleans, it's Brady Fox. The left-hander kicks and throws back to first. Fox 5'10", 180 on the mound from UMBC. His third appearance this summer. Has yet to give up a run. Here's the 1-0. DiCarlo takes off for second, pitches inside, the throw, and DiCarlo gets there in time with his left hand. First stolen bag for him today. His fourth stolen bag this summer.
It's just awareness right there from DiCarlo. Left-handed pitcher. Sometimes it's tough for those guys to check on the runner at first. You got a great jump. But the second baseman, Garza, wasn't ready for the catch from the catcher.
You're right. The 2-0. This one smashed down the left field line and foul.
And these are the moments in a game like this where it's 7 combined hits, 15-plus combined strikeouts for both teams. With 1 out, a runner in scoring position for Harwich, your RBI king in the batter's box. If you can find a gap, if you can bring a runner in, that may just be the difference.
The 2-1. Skips in the dirt. A nice knockdown from Duggar using his left shoulder. But you're right, D. Kennedy, 18 RBIs this summer. That's top 4 on the Cape. The most is Jack Natilli, who plays for Katuitt. He's got 24. He's also played 5 more games as they send Kennedy to first off the intentional walk.
Kennedy pieced that ball up so hard they said enough with him.
Number 5, Jake Coonan.
Kennedy's such a pull hitter, as you saw it just a few moments ago. So now runners on first and second, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Still scoreless. Jake Coonan from the right side. Brady Fox looks back at second, now comes home. Misses inside. Almost hit off of Coonan's leg.
Come on, Coonan. Make him pay. They walked Kennedy to face Jake Coonan. Knowing he hits under 200, they know the scouting report. Can Coonan find a gap? Can he get on and get back at Orleans?
Here's the 1-0. Inside. Well, they might not know the scouting report all that well from Coonan. Yes, that's his average for the summer, but his last 9 games, Coonan is batting just under a 300. 3 RBIs as well in those last 9 games. Here's the 2-0. This one is mauled foul. Wow. I love the dedication from the fans. It seems like no matter where these balls land, I mean, look, they're still running after it. They're going to pick it up. Someone's getting these souvenir balls.
That kid might not come back.
Here's the 2-1 to Coonan. Down the middle. 86 from Fox. 2-2 the count to the Princeton Tiger. Runners on first and second. Kennedy on first, DiCarlo on second. 1 out. Still scoreless. Coonan trying to change that here. The 2-2. Just trips high with the curveball. Works the count full. Coonan with the 3rd most RBIs on the team. He's got 12 of them this summer. The 3-2, runners go, and time is called at the plate from Marvick Gomez. Not quite sure what the call is for. Just calling time, resetting.
Something to note there. In the full count situation and 1 out, the runners were on the move for Harwich. We'll see if they try that again.
Try the double steal. Payoff pitch to Coonan. This one spiked, foul. So we'll do it again. 3-2 count.
I think you send them. They didn't on that offering, but you got Sam Harris on deck. a pitcher in Fox who doesn't throw very hard. A fastball is not going to burn one right down the middle. And if you strike him out, you're going to be able to throw him out.
Payoff pitch to Kunin. Popped up in foul territory once again.
This is when Kunin has been at his best. When he draws out long at-bats, it's allowed him to get on base via the base and balls, but also to start timing up pitches, to see a couple of pitches. We know how intelligent and smart he is as a batter, but sometimes when he gets behind early, he really struggles. Has now crushed 2 pitches foul, trying to time one up here.
Mariner fans starting to clap. 3-2. Again, pulled foul. Kunin is getting a ton of strength on these balls. 7 extra base hits this summer. 4 doubles, 3 homers. But it's been a while since Kunin has gotten a home run here at White House Field. The crowd starting to get into it. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Scoreless ball game. Payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. So 3 straight walks, including the intentional walk to D. Kennedy. And a pinch hitter for the Mariners. In the place of Sam Harris, it's Kyle Wolf. I like that decision, Luke.
Yeah, it just makes sense. Harris struggling, 2 strikeouts tonight. He's a left-handed hitter. The reliever, Brady Fox, is a left-handed pitcher. You have a guy like Wolf off the bench who lives for moments like this. He's a contact hitter. He finds his way on. He knows his job right here. Some guys go up and their eyes light up with the bases loaded. He's trying to put the ball in play and drive in a runner.
Kyle Wolf, 9 RBIs this summer. First pitch. Ground ball to third. Kucherak fires home. Duggar touches the plate, throws out to first. In time for the double play. Wow. Anytime an offense starts to get momentum in this game, the defense is right there to take it back. A double play, a 5-2-3 to end the frame. Still scoreless here in Harwich. We head to the 8th. We'll be back on Cape League TV.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here.
753-219. 753.
James, one of the trainers here for the Mariners, all smiles, but Mariner fans not all that happy. Bases loaded, bottom of the 7th, and a double play ball ends the frame. Still scoreless here in Harwich. We welcome you back on Cape League TV. With Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. Top of the 8th and top of the order due up for the Firebirds. Tyler Myatt, the DH, to lead things off with Adam Arthur on the rubber. First pitch. Smashed foul. Hit off of a fence post that separates the field from the bleachers. Adam Arthur so far has faced just one batter. And a 1-3 ground out with runners on first and second ended the frame. Arthur was fired up. seems to be keeping up that momentum here. 0-2 the count off the 88-mile-per-hour fastball.
Remember, this is a bounce-back spot for Adam Arthur. He walked the bases loaded in the Mariners' win against Brewster.
The 0-2. This one drilled into right. Jake Coonan just looks out, and this one is gone. A leadoff homer from Tyler Myatt, his third of the summer, and it was a no-doubter. 1-0 Orleans, top of the 8th.
Myatt hasn't been in the Cape for long. Just 4 games. That's now his third home run.
Steve Englert has seen enough. He comes out, takes the ball from Adam Arthur, and Thomas Shirtleff out from the bullpen for the Mariners. 1-0. Orleans on top after a solo shot from Tyler Myatt to start the frame. As Shirtleff warms up, we'll take a step aside. We'll be back on Cape League TV.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery.
Well, we've got a run, finally. The top of the 8th to lead things off. Tyler Myatt with a no-doubt bomb to right. A home run for the Firebirds. They've scored the first run of the day. And so Adam Arthur, after going up against just 2 batters, Steve Englert takes him out. And it's not that Arthur struggled. It's just this Firebirds team, they can hit. So taking out a little bit of a breaking ball off-speed approach, which is Adam Arthur's game. Steve Englert going for a little bit more power, more oomph. They go to Thomas Shirtleff. Going up against 2-3-4 in the Firebirds order. Garza from the right side, first pitch. Down the middle, strike 1 off the 91-mile-per-hour heater.
Here's the way you got to look at it, Gino. You were never going to win this game if you couldn't score.
Right.
So Orleans, sure, they break the deadlock at 0-0 and now have a lead, but the Mariners had to score regardless.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss.
So you put Shirt in there, a strike thrower. Try and get out of the 8th here, keep this a 1-run game, and then if you're Harwich, you got to pick your pitchers up.
The top 4 hitters for this Firebirds order, so dangerous. The 0-2. Push the other way, foul. But Tyler Myatt, for example, heading into today's, batted in the 1 spot as the leadoff man in 4 games. He's batting a .400. And that home run is showing you why. He's got 2 hits today. And you have Garza, who's yet to reach today. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 90 from Shirtleff. Fans Garza. There's 1 away in the top of the 8th. But even Garza batted 351 this past year at college through 62 games at Cal Poly. It just seems like 1, 2, 3, 4 for this Firebirds order is so dangerous. You have Anthony Potestio up to bat, Elijah Iquez on deck. First pitch. Inside.
That's why I think it was a good move. Yes, Arthur gave up the home run, but that was just the second batter he saw tonight.
Right.
So to go to Shirtliff, try and change things up a little bit. Because you got to keep this a one-run game.
The 1-0. Popped up, left field side, and out of play. Mariners coming into today on a 6-game winning streak. The Firebirds have won their last 2. Harwich sitting first in the East, 5 points ahead of Orleans in the standings. The 1-1. Put out towards center, Nico Brini, a couple of steps back, makes the grab. Off the 91 heater from Shirtliff, 2 away in the top of the 8th. But that's exactly what it was, Luke. Arthur with his fastball clocking in at 88. Works a lot with the breaking ball, a lot with the off speeds. But you put out Thomas Shirtliff, and there's one thing's for certain, is he's pounding the strike zone, and he's pounding with heat. Iquez from the right side. First pitch. Just misses outside.
And it's interesting that you say that because Gambardella, the starter, doesn't throw hard. Jack Volo threw a fastball about 5% of the time. And then Arthur comes in, and I don't really know if he has a pitch you can consider a fastball.
The 1-0. Low and away.
And you can't act like it didn't work tonight. 6 hits, 1 run. We're in
Absolutely.
inning number 8. But at some point in time, these hitters in the Cape League are good enough, they're definitely strong enough to where if you hang an off-speed pitch, they're going to send it into the woods, and that's what happened.
The 2-0. Down the middle, strike 1. Iquez 0 for 3 today. Has flied out each time he's been at the plate. So he's making contact, but trying to reach. His team up 1-0. Top of the 8th, 2-1. This is high. Orleans, such a good team on the road. 10-5 as the away team. Shirtliff comes set. The 3-1 to Iquez. High for ball 4. Two outs. Runner aboard and Iquez off the walk. Here's Cashel Duggar.
The catcher from UCLA, number 38, Cashel.
Put it out there.
Duggar.
You have a 6-game winning streak that's on their line right now. Got to get out of the 8th first before you start thinking about it. But who is going to step up for this Mariner team and get on base and start something? For Shirt right now, it's about getting his team in the batter's box.
First pitch to Duggar. Out straight back.
And this would be a frustrating way to lose it. We
Right.
talked about the woes. 0-6 for record coming off an off day. You've been 2 hit tonight by a combination of arms from Orleans, a team that's had your number. Can the Mariners respond?
The 0-1. Lined foul. The Mariners just a winner of 1 against Orleans this summer. 4 meetings between the two teams. After the 2-1 win for Harwich, the most recent meeting, Steve Englert said, that feels good. The 0-2, runner from first goes, pulled foul. Oh, 0-2 the count, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Tyler Myatt led things off in this frame with a home run. So the Mariners trail. Shirtliff trying to get out of this frame. And his fourth batter faced. 0-2 the count, 2 outs to Duggar. Iquez on first. The 0-2. Hard hit ground ball into the left outfield. Runners on first and second.
It's just a difficult part of the order. Iquez and then Duggar. They grind. They grit out at bats at any part of the ball game. This is the situation you got to go after in Dawson Bryce. Just hitting .210 on the summer, more of a speed guy. For Shirt, it's all about locating. He was behind Iquez, walked him, was behind Duggar. Got into a 2-strike count.
Here's the first pitch to Bryce. Lined right past Tanner Marsh into the outfield. Here comes Iquez rounding third, and there's no throw to the plate. Orleans tacks on another. 2-0 over Harwich.
Two out walks, Gino. They've bit the Mariners all summer.
The center fielder from Wake Forest.
Never a good thing to give up free passes. That was the 8th hit of the day for a Firebird. Bryce with his second hit. An RBI single. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Here's Javar Williams in the 7th spot. First pitch misses inside. 94 that time from Shirt. The 1-0. Ground ball to second. DeCarlo over towards second. Elects to go to first and record the 3rd out. So Orleans breaks the deadlock. Shirtliff with his head hanging a little bit. Getting some words of encouragement right now from his teammates. The blame is not on Shirtliff. But one thing's for certain, the bats got to wake up for Harwich. The damage has been done. Orleans has drawn first blood. They're up 2-0. Can the Mariners respond? Time will tell, but not too much time. We're running out of it. Time now for the bottom of the 8th. We'll be back on Cape League TV.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it. We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been...
We welcome you back here to Harwich. Orleans striking first, 2-0 after the top of the 8th. A leadoff home run from Tyler Myatt, followed by an RBI single from Dawson Bryce that brought home Elijah Iquez. And that's how we sit heading into the home half. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antmarino. 9-1-2 due up for Harwich. Patrick Fultz, in his Mariner debut, has looked solid. 1 for 2, a single, a stolen bag. His first plate appearance in a Mariner uniform. His second, a line out to Garza that should have been a hit. Garza made an excellent play to his left, an acrobatic catch at his ear. 1-0 the count to Fultz. New man on the mound for Orleans, Steele Murdoch. That first pitch clocking in at 97, the 1-0. That one 96 outside. The pitching for Orleans today has been incredible. Just 2 hits given up. Murdoch rocks back, fires the 2-0. Popped up foul. Fans going into the abyss to find that souvenir ball. 2-1 the count to Fultz. The pitch. Inside at the knees.
It's a big at-bat. If Fultz can find his way on, you turn the lineup over. You got Marsh on deck. He's already gotten on base twice tonight. You need at least one back here. Put yourself on the board.
3-1. Misses low, ball 4. Patrick Fultz continues to impress here in Harwich. A walk sends him out to first. The order turns over for Harwich. It's Tanner Marsh. Cashel Duggar from behind the dish out to talk things over with his closer. Murdoch, 6'2", 215 pounds, out of UC San Diego. His 13th appearance this summer, and he is the definition of a closer. 6 saves, a 1.35 ERA, 20 strikeouts. All that in 13 1/3 innings. First pitch to the righty Marsh. This is high.
A lot of that success has come on the pitch right there. A 96-mile-an-hour fastball, Gino. But one of those situations, doesn't matter if you can throw the ball through a wall. You got to be able to find the strike zone.
Marsh today has been walked twice, as well as struck out. The 1-0. Hits the outer edge. Strike 1. Mariner bats got to be ready to hit. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 97 from Murdoch. Almost blew Marsh out of his cleats. Fultz has the capability of taking off. He's already got a stolen bag here today. The 1-2 to Marsh. Swing and a miss. 97 sends Marsh back to the dugout. Looked like he saw a ghost, Luke. As he turned around, he wiped his eyes. He couldn't believe it.
It's a big out number 1 for Orleans. After you walk the leadoff man, you're going after Marsh, one of the only Mariners who've found his way on base tonight.
Nico Brini from the left side. First pitch. Called a strike inside with the fastball. Brini didn't love it. Nico Brini, a.k.a. the great Who Brini, showed me magic a few days ago, trying to make that happen here. The 0-1. Down the middle. He's certainly capable of it. His last 9 games, he's batting just above a 300. 9 extra base knocks this summer. 13 RBIs. Dangles the bat and gets set, but not before a check over to Fultz at first. Mariners on a 6-game winning streak. In order to clinch the playoffs, they have to beat Orleans tonight, and Chatham has to lose. The 0-2. Fouled straight back.
Chatham already lost.
Chatham got blown out Wareham took down the Anglers 9-0. So the table has been set. Not like the Mariners can't have another opportunity to clinch. As Fultz takes off for second, the 0-2. This one skied infield right side and making the catch. Over at first.
The left fielder from Texas, number 24, Aiden Robbins.
2 away, bottom of the 8th.
Just a tough night tonight for Harwich. The scoreboard, it tells the story. 2 hits. Nothing has been hard hit. They've struck out 12 times.
You can see the numbers right there. First pitch to the righty, Robbins. Swing and a miss.
Now, if there is a guy that in one swing of the bat could tie this sucker up, I'd probably choose this guy right here.
Aiden Robbins had a home run last time he played Orleans, his 6th of the summer. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count to Robbins. Steele Murdoch is showing off right now. He readies the glove at the belt. Comes home with the 0-2. Fouled off. 98 from Murdoch as he let out a grunt. He is pitching with everything right now.
No action in the Orleans bullpen. I think the Mariners are on their way of seeing 2 consecutive innings out of Murdoch tonight.
The 0-2. Lined up the middle. It gets through for a base hit. Couldn't say it better than myself. Good at bat for Aiden Robbins. Puts runners on first and second. Bottom of the 8th.
Number 8, Matt.
And here's Matt Conti, who has had himself a strugglesome day. Has struck out 3 times.
Talk about how hard Murdoch throws the ball. Well, Conti has timed up fastballs this summer. He's not afraid to go the other way, let it come to him.
First pitch. Inside.
This is the at-bat right here. When you turn and look at the end of this game, the cleanup hitter tonight, one of the only times he's been in this position all summer, a chance to extend the inning.
The 1-0. Pushed the other way, foul. But to see Aiden Robbins get on with a hit, his first knock of the day, the 3rd hit by a Mariner, I mean, not to be cliche, but it shows that Steele, Murdoch can bend. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. So there is a sign of hope. But Conti right now looking to protect. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Runners on first and second. Murdoch trying to end this frame. Kicks and fires. High and outside. Steve Englert calls out to his catcher, telling him to win this at-bat, win this next pitch.
I'd send the runners here, Gino.
The 2-2. Ground ball through the left side. That's going to send Fultz around third, and he's going to get to home. First run of the day, but look out. Some discombobulation in the outfield. Robbins dives into third. Wow. Excellent base running. And it's an RBI knock for Matt Conti. And just like that, the Mariners trail by just 1.
Here we go. 2-out hit from Robbins, a 2-out RBI from Conti. You have 2 in scoring position after the mistake in left field. You were drawing dead at one point, Gino, And now if DiCarlo can find a base hit, you might just have the lead.
DiCarlo from the right side. First pitch. Right down the middle with the fastball.
I will say, no matter what, every time Orleans and Harwich play, it's low scoring and it's a heck of a game down the stretch.
DiCarlo has a hit today. The 0-1. Popped up foul. So Conti on second, Robbins on third. Conti now with a 3-game hit streak. What a way to right the ship. After going down off the strikeout 3 times today, an RBI single cuts the deficit to just 1. But the Mariners aren't done yet. The 0-2. Oh, maybe for right now. Called strike 3 on Sam DiCarlo. Leaves 2 stranded in scoring position for Harwich. Still another inning to play. Matt Conti driving in 1. How about Patrick Fultz so far today in his Mariner debut? A hit, a walk, a run, and a stolen base. The DH has been doing it all, but I'm sure it's only going to be sweeter if the Mariners can come back in this ball game. Can they do it? We head to the 9th. We'll be back on Cape League TV.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed.
Time for the 9th in Harwich. The Firebirds lead 2-1, but the Mariners got 1 back in the bottom of the 8th. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Orleans. That's Johnson, Kucherak, and Tyler Myatt. Thomas Shirtliff stays in the game after sacrificing a run in the top of the 8th. There wasn't a single score in this ball game until Orleans plated 2 in the top of the 8th. The Mariners got 1 back in the home half. And that's where we stand. Just a heads up that this broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. Time for the action. Shirtliff comes home. A first pitch strike down the middle. 0-1 to Kyle Johnson. Johnson tonight having a solid eye at the plate. He's 0 for 1, but has walked twice. Shirtliff trying to keep this a 1-run game. The 0-1. A little bit high with the slider. 1 ball and 1 strike. The combination of Gambardella, Jack Volo, Adam Arthur, and now we're on to Shirtliff. Every time the Firebirds and Mariners meet, it's low scoring and a battle of the staffs. The 1-1. A strike on the outer edge. Shirtliff gets ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Mariners 8-2 in their last 10. Orleans 6-4 in their last 10. 1-2 stacked in the most recent Cape League power rankings. The 2-strike pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? No. First base umpire Connor Tierney gives the signal that Orleans was looking for. The count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It was a Matt Conti RBI single with runners at first and second that got the Mariners within 1 in the bottom of the 8th. They stranded 2 in scoring position to end the frame. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Shirtliff fans the first batter of the 9th inning. And that brings up the 9-hole hitter, Ryan Kucherak.
The third baseman from Northwestern.
Nice job from Shirtliff. You can't give Orleans any daylight to come and add to their lead. Got to make sure you are closing the door.
Got to think if you're Harwich, you got 1 back. You want to use that as life. Shirtliff's looking to come out here, throw strikes, get off the rubber quickly, get his team right back in a position to tie it or win it. A bullet on the outside corner for strike one to Kucherak. He's 1 for 3 tonight, singled to left in the third. Mariner second baseman Sam DiCarlo is shifted up the middle, expecting a pull in the righty-righty matchup. A foul tip right back into the glove of Conti. Shirtliff in a blink of an eye, ahead 0-2. It was a Dawson Bryce RBI single in the 8th that put this Orleans team up by 2. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Fouled straight back. Kucherak able to stay alive for now. You would hate for Gianni Gambardella's 5-inning, 4-hit, no-run start to go to waste tonight. The Mariners have won 6 in a row. But the one thing that could slow this team down, believe it or not, might just be an off day yesterday.
You're right.
0-2. That's away, 1-2.
Yeah, but you talk about Gambardella's start, and while that's great, I mean, someone's got to lose, and Oshinsky also had a great start. So you know both teams are thinking it would be a shame if they had that good of a start and we couldn't prevail.
1-2. Just off the outside corner. Shirtliff wanted it. He doesn't get it. Kucherak and his eye evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The crowd still in full effect here at White House Field. They want to stick around because they might just be feeling a firework finish for the home Mariners. Before that, a 2-2. That barely misses as well, and the count goes full. On deck is Tyler Myatt and the top of the Firebirds lineup. So many storylines in this one. The first game of a 6 consecutive night stretch to end the regular season in the Cape League. The 2 best teams right now going head-to-head. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. A fastball up and in. Fans Kucherak. And there's now 2 outs on 2 strikeouts in the top of the 9th.
That's the thing about Shirtliff. You got to give so much credit to. He could have lost Kucherak there, but he just continues to showcase that poise and that command and ends up striking him out.
Here's the man who broke the tie after 7 innings. Tyler Myatt hit a no-doubt home run to start the 8th inning off of Adam Arthur in a lefty-lefty matchup. First offering, spiked into the ground towards second. DiCarlo charges, a routine flip to first, and Shirtliff has done his job. A 1-2-3 top of the 9th, and the Mariners have won 6 in a row but have their backs against the wall. We head to the bottom of the 9th on Cape League TV. Don't go anywhere.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance. 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. One source has it all. The Pro.
Here we go. Bottom of the 9th in Harwich. The Mariners are down by 1 and on the verge of falling for the first time in what feels like forever. Harwich has won 6 consecutive ball games, but in a pitcher's battle tonight, Orleans scored 2 in the top of the 8th. The Mariners cut the lead in half, and now we're down to their final 3 outs. We welcome you into Cape League TV. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman, and it's 6, 7, and 8 for Harwich. Kennedy, Coonan, and Kyle Wolf for now, unless there's a pinch hitter. Staying on the rubber is the closer, Steele Murdoch. He gave up 1 in the 8th, a flame-throwing right-hander. First offering to Kennedy. He comes home. Fastball at 95, fouled straight back, 0-1. Kennedy so far tonight 0 for 2, but reached base on a walk in the 7th. Gino, what's it going to take to get to Murdoch for his second consecutive inning?
Just buckling up. Throwing 97, you got to be ready.
0-1. A hanger, and it's a high fly ball towards right center field. Williams going back towards the track and makes the catch a few feet shy of the wall.
Wow.
It's about 400 feet to dead center field, and the corners towards left and right center are arguably deeper at White House Field. Kennedy just missed that one. So a fly out to center is the first out of the 9th, and that'll bring up Jake Coonan. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk tonight. Talk about a Mariner who could tie it with one swing of the bat. First pitch, fastball down the middle at 97 on the radar gun. 0-1 to Coonan. Oshinsky likes to work quick. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball the other way, down the right field line, drifting foul. That will fall out of play. You look at the number for Murdoch. His numbers are as good as they come. A 1.35 ERA. He's pitched 16 innings on the Cape, struck out 20. But what impresses me the most with his velocity, just 3 walks so far. 2-strike pitch. Outside, a nice take from Coonan, 1-2. On deck is Kyle Wolf. He pinch hit for Sam Harris in the 7th inning. Looks like he's going to stay in the game and take the next at-bat. For now, it's Wolf. The 1-2. Check swing. Pitch in the dirt. He went around. Coonan strikes out for the 3rd time tonight, and the Mariners are down to their final out in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Just tough. You know, Coonan wants that back. Just kind of got fooled. That's the thing, when you are so strapped up, ready to hit, you just kind of, I don't want to say you swing at everything, but there's some pitches that you should lay off of that you're just so ready to go. You're already losing the battle there.
Down to their final out. The Mariners send up Kyle Wolf. First pitch. Check swing, you went around. 0-1. An important spot in this game. Wolf pinch hit for Sam Harris in the 7th inning with 1 out and the bases loaded and grounded in to a 5-2-3 inning-ending double play. The 0-1. Upstairs, 1-1. That was 98.
It's unreal.
I heard some chatter before the game from some Orleans fans talking to one of their assistant coach. Are we going to see the big fella tonight? The hard-throwing, flame-throwing Steele Murdoch. The 1-1 is poked towards right field. On it is Potestio, and he's right there to make the play. The Mariners go down in order in the 9th, and the Firebirds take this one 2-1. The streak is over at 6 games for Harwich, and the Firebirds beat them 4 times out of 5 this summer. They improved to 18-15-2. Harwich still with the best record in the league at 19-13-3. But Gino, just one of those games where we've seen it this summer. Orleans has an unbelievable pitching staff. They shut down Harwich, and the Mariners just couldn't really get anything brewing.
You're right. I mean, you got to give credit to the pitching. I mean, Ryan Oshinsky, just absolute stellar performance. 4 2/3, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. I mean, everything I just said was great. And honestly, he could have probably gone longer than 4 2/3. But we know Kelly Nicholson likes to rotate these pitchers in and out, doesn't like to leave them out there for too long. You pair that with D.C. Brown, who came in. He gave up no hits. Brady Fox gave up no hits. And Steele Murdoch just finishing the job. I mean, the Mariners, they had some opportunities. They had 2 runners in scoring position. The bottom of the 8th left them stranded. So you can't be too upset with the result because you had an opportunity to come back. You scored 1, right? It wasn't like they scored 2, Orleans scored 2, and you just rolled over. So you fought back, but Yeah, I mean, Kelly Nicholson and the Firebirds have had the Mariners' number all summer long.
And just based on the eye test, Gino, through now 35 games this summer, I would not be surprised if we don't see this Orleans team again. And I'm talking about in the postseason. The East is so competitive. They're fourth in the East, but a win tonight has them in a tie for second now with YD and Brewster. They head home. They'll play YD at 6:30 tomorrow night. For the Mariners, we hit the road. We'll be on the radio tomorrow at Cotuit at 4:30. So an early one because Cotuit does not have lights, the home of the Kettleers. But the winning streak is over for now. The Mariners still playing incredible baseball. They look to bounce back tomorrow. For now, a 2-1 loss at White House Field. The final week of the regular season in the Cape Cod Baseball League, and the Firebirds take this one. We say so long for our producer, Max Stewart, our other producer, Dave Roberts, my partner, Gino Antamarino, and myself, Luke Brenneman. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow on the radio. We'll be on the Mariners Radio Network at 4:30 at Cotuit. Until next time.